surgery and forces.
Out of my way, Felix! No! What's that your back? Yeah? You got something to say?
I'll find you. See if I don't. You can't change the law, bastard!
Got your back.
What was that?
Don't believe it, cop! What a cheek! Citizen, hold! This futile flight won't save you!
Marie va encore me harceler de questions.
Sergeant?
Let's see. Incriminating evidence. Incriminating evidence.
Monsieur, as you have been...
Interesting, but not particularly helpful. Publiciste de la Révolution française. Hardly the sort of thing to topple a tyrant with. A letter.
Monsieur Robespierre.
Not quite what I'm looking for. Looks like a diary.
At exactly 5 in the morning, your general recall shall... In order to raise its thoughts and vows...
Hardly the sort of thing to topple a tyrant with.
...take these efforts and the strength to execute them. This knot is a mortal hand by engraving in the hearts of men the code of justice and equality. Right there, the death sentence of time...
Merlin, Tallien, Bourdon. These are all deputies of the National Convention. Lists of political figures written in the hand of a man fond of sending his rivals to the guillotine. Yes, you should do nicely.
We create freaks to harness us like brute beasts to the carriages of kings, to give the world the example of faith, strife, perfidy, avarice, debauchery, and falsehood to the world. He created the universe to celebrate his power. He created retain happiness to the heart of person. They all
Sergeant.
together in an immense chain of love.
Lambert, how are you?
You're not that fast. I'll bring you down a peg. Back off, you git.
Oui, je dois les siennes. Pas une rondelle de saucisson, tout est bienvenu.
Aidez-moi. Donnez-moi juste de quoi. Donnez-moi juste de quoi manger ce
Mais la
soir.
France, alors aidez ceux qui l'ont défendu. Je ne demande qu'un morceau de pain.
Du pain, un peu de pain pour
Allez,
moi.
un beau
Tout
geste.
chaud, tout sec. Peu
N'ai
importe.
rien mangé depuis plusieurs
Je peux pas
jours.
manger rien comme
Donnez-moi une pièce.
peu importe ce qui
Une
est arrivé,
petite pièce.
j'enlèverai le
Je
boisier.
voudrais simplement me remplir un peu le ventre. Ou deux, je passerai la nuit à l'abri. Un peu d'argent.
Que signifie ce bagarre?
Oh,
The eternally happy day. The French people consecrate the supreme being. Never has the world been tyranny, crime, and deception reign on earth.
You're going nowhere. Sur ces pavés du diable.
Ça fait des heures qu'on attend.
Je devrais pas tarder.
Que le peuple exprime sa colère. Vous vous rendez compte? Ils n'ont rien à faire de nous.
Get over here! I'll serve you up my famous food explosion! Just want a little word!
Never has the world been created. Offered him such as children.
Well, list of names. 50 or so deputies of the National Convention, all written in Robespierre's hand and all opposed to him.
I imagine those good gentlemen would be quite interested to know they're on that list. But first... Monsieur Robespierre brought his own refreshments. Strike the guards. I have an idea.
Distract the guards. Right.
Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism, they can no more tear the world from... Yes, armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism, they can no more tear the world from... Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. People fear no more their people fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies.
Terribly sorry.
That would be the place for them. They can no more tell us. People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. They can no more
Look
tear
at the old
world
toys in the attic. What stupidity is this? Oh, another nutcase.
It is wisdom.
Monsieur Robespierre brought his own refreshments. Strike the guards. I have an idea.
Distract the guards. Right.
Be generous. Compassionate toward the unfortunate. And inexorable. We must be compassionate toward them. We must be generous toward them. Compassionate toward the unfortunate and inexorable toward the wicked. We must be generous toward the good, compassionate toward the unfortunate, and inexorable toward the wicked. Let us not count on unalloyed prosperity, on triumph without obstacles, or on anything that depends upon the fortune or perversity of another.
My mistake.
They can no more tear the world from... Yes. Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poison of atheism, they can no more tear the world from... Armed with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism, they can no more tear the world from... Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. People fear sacrilegious conspiracies. People fear no more their people fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies.
Away with you! Won't you see me, citizen?
People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. They can no more tear the world from peace. People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. It is wisdom, Father, that our guilty enemies want to drive from the Republic. Compassionate toward the unfortunate and
How did I get? Causes hallucinations. This will make him look mad. Now we have to make him look dangerous.
The list of names.
It must fall into the right hands, anonymously. If our involvement gets out, it'll tip Germain off.
Leave that part to me.
He has returned to nothingness, this monster. The spirit of kings has spewed forth over crowds. Let all the crowds and ills of the world disappear with him. Arms and turns, the daggers of finesse, the poison.
Don't run off! I'm a good guy! Good at smashing, wrecking! Shit! Where'd he go?
Hold up your woeful head. You can again raise your eyes to the sky with impunity. Heroes of country, your generous devotion is not a brilliant folly. The minions of tyranny may be able to assassinate you, but it is not in their power to annihilate you completely. Man, whoever you are, you can again think well of yourself. You can attach your transitory life to God himself and to immortality. Let nature all its magnificence and wisdom all its empire. The supreme being is not destroyed. Let us be generous for those who are good, compassionate toward the unfortunate, inexcellent toward the wicked, just toward everyone. Let nature thus regain all its magnificence and wisdom all its empire. The supreme being is not destroyed. Let us depend only on our constancy and our truth. Let us not count on unalloyed prosperity, triumph without obstacles, or on anything that depends upon the fortune or perversity of another. People, fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. They can no more tear the world from the breast of its author than the remorse from their own hearts. Let us be serious and discreet in all our deliberations, as men who determine the interests of the whole world. Let us be ardent and obstinate in our anger against sworn tyrants, imperturbable in the heat of danger, patient in our work, terrible during setbacks, modest and vigilant in success. You who are wretched, hold up your woeful heads. You can again raise your eyes to the sky with impunity. Now, whoever you are, you can again think well of yourself. Let us be serious and discreet in all our deliberations, as men who determine the interests of the whole world. Let us be ardent and obstinate in our anger against sworn tyrants, imperturbable in the heat of danger, patient in our work, terrible during setbacks.
Conduct unbecoming me. Who the hell does Robespierre think he is?
Let us not count on unalloyed
What is it,
prosperity,
sir?
triumph without obstacles,
Pickpocket.
or on anything that depends upon the fortune or perversity of another. You who are wretched, hold up your woeful heads. You can again raise your eyes to the sky with impunity. People, fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. They can no more tear the world from the breast of its author than the remorse from their own hearts. And wisdom all its empire. The supreme being is not destroyed. Let us be generous toward those who are good, compassionate toward the unfortunate, inexcellent toward the wicked, just toward everyone. Let us depend only on our constancy and our courage. Again, think well of this. Let nature regain all its magnificence and wisdom all its empire. The supreme being is not destroyed. Let us be ardent and obstinate in anger against small lives, imperturbable in the heat of danger, patient in our work, terrible during success, modest and vigilant in success. Let us be generous toward those who are good, compassionate toward the unfortunate, inexorable toward the wicked, just toward everyone. Let us depend only on our constancy and our virtue. Now, whoever you are, again, think well of yourself. Let us be serious and discreet in all the interests of all. People, fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies.
Look at
They
this
can no more tear the world
cult of the
apart.
Supreme should set things in motion.
What's that?
It is wisdom, above all, that our guilty enemies want to drive from the Republic. To wisdom alone does it belong to consolidate the prosperity of empire. It's for her, being a list of enemies of the revolution.
100 names here. Robespierre's gone too far this time.
That set the fox in the hen house.
Pity the hens. Now what?
We wait. It won't take long. Once Robespierre has lost the support of the people, he'll be no more use to Germain. And when Germain abandons him...
He's vulnerable. Let's go.